Fani Willis is in serious trouble. You know, we all know Fani Willis. She made a name for herself in prosecuting the YSL case and not prosecuting a couple police shootings that went on down there in Atlanta. So there's been like this love-hate relationship with Fani Willis. Some people love her, some people hate her. But the one thing Fani Willis decided to do was go after Donald Trump and throw a RICO charge on Donald Trump for election fraud down there in Georgia, down there in Atlanta. But when you go after a president or one of these rich billionaires, you have to always make sure that you have your stuff intact, you have your stuff in order, because when they come after, they're going to come after you with both guns blazing and all kinds of powerful people. And, you know, she got this city girl attitude. Who gonna check me, boo? I don't care. I can do whatever I want to do. But now she's in trouble because they done dug into her background, and we're finding out that she was paying this municipal lawyer, Nathan Wade, over six figures to be on board with her to help her go after Trump. But we're finding out now that they was having a sexual relationship. She was in a sexual relationship with this man, and when asked about it, she lied and perjured herself before the court in the world. But now Trump's lawyer is trying to get her disqualified from his case altogether. They're coming after her. So let's check out what the news is saying, and let's check out this woman when she's actually in court. Check this out.
Clear, so that we don't mix words. I don't want to mix words in here. Mr. Wade is my friend right now. Mr. Wade, I would say, has been my friend since 2020. I think he started out as like a mentor and a professional colleague. He became my friend and somebody that I really respected. I feel very indebted to Mr. Wade for taking on the task of this job. And he is certainly my friend and one of the people that I respect the most. So if you ask about a personal relationship, I consider myself to have a personal relationship right now, Mr. Wade. I consider myself to have a personal relationship with Anna Cross. I consider myself to have a personal relationship with Mr. Abadi. I consider myself to have a personal relationship with Andrew Evans.
Okay, let me just clarify that.
I have a personal relationship with him as we speak right now. I don't think that's what you're asking. I think that's what you're asking.
When did your romantic relationship with Mr. Wade end? Did it end?
Me and Mr. Wade, we are good friends.
Then she has the famous clip heard all around the world about how everything is a lie. Man, this woman is crazy.
Give me the time period.
Mr. Wade visits you at the place you laid your head.
When?
Has he ever visited you at the place you laid your head?
So let's be clear, because you lied in this. Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth, Judge. And it is a lie.
And see, I keep telling y'all that privacy is done. There's no more privacy in the world. You commit crimes, you do the wrong thing. Oh, they just subpoena your phone records, use the phone towers, go back 5 or 6 years and put it in the database and just see all your text messages, all your phone calls. They can check the cameras to see when he came to the house, when he left. They got all kinds of stuff. They probably got detectives where they can even hear some cheeks clapping. They got every darn thing. They can hear everything and see every goddamn thing. That's the era that we in now. If you don't believe me, check this out.
Explosive court filing in Atlanta today, now raising new questions about Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and the relationship that she had with the special prosecutor that she hired to oversee the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Cell phone data obtained by Trump's legal team shows Nathan Wade, that special prosecutor, visited Willis's neighborhood at least 35 times in the 11 months before Willis hired him in late 2021. Twice, Wade arrived late at night and left early the following morning. The data shows about 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January to November 2021. Why this matters, the timeline is everything in this case.
So now those phone records and phone towers is now indicating that you guys were talking and meeting way before the dates that you guys gave when you was on the stand. So now you're lying, you're perjuring yourself, and now you're in danger of losing this case and the YSL case. So Trump is about to get YSL off, right? Because now she's not credible no more. You can't trust it. Nothing that she says. So now what they're doing now is bringing in an old prosecutor, Mr. Cohen, that used to be the prosecutor down there in Georgia, and now he's speaking on it. Let's check out what he had to say.
Is former Assistant District Attorney of Fulton County, Daryl Cohen. Daryl, thanks for joining us. We sat and watched as this hearing originally started. What do you make of these new revelations?
This is damning. At the very best, it's troubling. It seems to completely contradict the testimony of both Fani Willis and of Nathan Wade. And because of that, this could be a complete game changer in terms of how Judge McAfee decides to rule.
And see, Mr. Cohen already knows how it's going to go down and how the judge is going to render his verdict. And we would have to know, why is the timeline so important? Why if there's so much emphasis on the timeline of when they met? Because remember, Mr. Wade was married. And so let's let them explain to us why the timeline is so important.
The timeline is extremely important. Get viewers up to speed about why this timeline matters.
Well, it matters because the testimony has been that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade became friends. They met at a conference, and he was hired before any of this took place, and that they did not have any type of relationship other than completely a business relationship. Now, if these texts and if these pings on the telephone are accurate, that changes the entire ball game and means that there could be some untruth that's been told under oath. In other words, it could be perjury, and I hope it isn't.
So again, and I'm going to tell you guys, man, she's not showing disrespect to the court. She's showing disrespect to the black community. And I'll explain that to you in a minute. But let's listen to a little bit more about what this ex-prosecutor is saying, because listen, she's done. She decided to go after Trump, man. And she didn't have all her ducks in order. But that's because of the mentality. And I'm going to break that down when we come right back.
The heart of the matter, really, then, in this case right now, this has nothing to do with the actual case against Donald Trump and the other co-defendants in the election interference case. This is all to do with if Fani Willis, the district attorney, benefited financially from hiring who we know now ended up being her boyfriend. So that's why the timeline of this is so important. If it happened before, then there's a problem. If it happened after, it might be a problem as far as optics are concerned, but not necessarily something that would get the office kicked off this case. Now, let's just say the Fani Willis's entire office gets removed from this case. What happens next?
Then it goes to the prosecutor's counsel, and they locate a district attorney's office who is capable and willing of prosecuting the case. That could be near impossible. Clayton County District Attorney has already said she cannot handle it. That leaves DeKalb County, Cobb County, and that's about it, because it has to be a large office that has the ability and the people to prosecute it, and the budget, because the budget's going to just explode with this type of case.
So you're saying it could get thrown out altogether?
I'm not saying that, but it could.
See, let me say this. Had she was not trying the Donald Trump thing, nobody would care. It would be just business as usual. They down there in these offices and these places across America, this is just the American standard way of doing things. Everybody's screwing everybody. Everybody's on the take. It's what it is. It's American business, right? What can you do for me and what do you got for me, right? But when you try to play their game and then have the mitigated gall to go after them while you're playing their game, how you want to beat them at their game and then get on a stand and lie? But this is the thing, right? If you notice Nathan Wade, how he was behaving, his behavior on the stand. Because as a black man, he know he's done. Done. The father, when the father got up there, he act like he had some sense. But see, when she get up there, she's not disrespecting white America. She has no respect for black America. Not even you, black woman. Because even if you know that they're setting you up and it's a lie, why would you get on the stand and carry on like that when you know in America, when we do something, the whole group is looked at it that way? Why would you ever carry on like that? Because you know that there's no accountability coming from your community, so you don't have to respect them. You don't have to respect your people. And that right there is a character flaw in this woman, and it lets me know that most of the stuff that she's lying, the most stuff that they're talking about, she's guilty of. Because she's not even humble before black people. And the black people that actually that helped put her in office to help clean up Fulton County. She doesn't even care. Now, has she not went after Trump? Would these folks down there care? No. She'll be just down there doing her thing. But you went after some powerful people, and now you got to pay the piper because you didn't have your back door, pun intended, cleaned up. So now they running all up in you. That's what they're doing. And guess what? The Democratic Party has abandoned you. You have no help, no support, and your behavior is ugly. It stinks. And it actually shows how some of our people really behave and the discontent that they have for themselves and the community. No respect. None. Absolutely none. No, nothing professional. So now, when this case is not going to be able to be tried in Fulton County, and Duluth, and all those other counties around, nobody's going to touch it. Then she's going to go back to the YSL case, but by that time, her reputation is tarnished. Those lawyers are going to eat her alive. You can't trust any of her investigation. She's done. Finished, kaput, finito, out of there. And she did it to herself. She did it to herself. But I'm going to cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.